Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Crafty Cat Stitcher. This is a channel all about cross stitch, and other crafts will make appearances as they happen. Today is not one of those days, so it's all cross stitch today. My name is Kathy. Today is Wednesday, November 15th, 2023, and this is video number 88. So, I just got distracted. I'm facing this way and there's a window right directly in front of me, and I've got the blinds kind of halfway down, and I had to start this video a few times because at one point I had to stop to see what was going on down there. I get too distracted when I'm facing the window, but usually nothing happens except for today. There was a guy walking down the street backwards. Is that a thing? I mean, people walk, and that's, that's pretty normal for a neighborhood, right? But, and he was walking in the street. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm so glad you're here, and I want to thank you for coming here and watching my video today. And all new people, please, if you like something, if you like things that you see here, consider subscribing, and that would make me very happy. I just want to thank everyone who commented about my last video about my plans for 2024, which really basically is a stitch from stash year. I want to make 2024 stitch from stash. I have a lot of patterns. I have a lot of fabric, and I have kind of a lot of floss, not a ton, but kind of a lot. So I asked last video if that will affect your viewership, because I know that a lot of people like to see new things, and I'm not going to have very much. I'm going to make some exceptions, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Your comments were very kind and supportive and encouraging, that most of you, everyone who commented about that subject said, no, go ahead and just keep doing your videos and don't worry about new stuff, because that's not the main focus of why we come to your channel and maybe other channels. So thank you so much. How kind of you. Yeah. So I'm going to do it, and the reason I'm doing it, like I said, is because I have a really healthy supply of charts and a very good supply of fabrics, and I just wanted to show you a little bit. This is how I store my charts, in these plastic, they're like plastic magazine holders. And this one in particular, this is Spring, Easter, Patriotic, and Birds. Now, I used to store charts categorized by designer, and that is, for the most part, wasn't helpful, because if I was looking for a Christmas design, they were all over the place. So this works really well for me, because it's like, well, I know I want to do that one chart with a bird on it. Well, I know where to find it. It's in here. So I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to show you. That's just one. Okay, look, I mean, that's a lot of charts. And I have, excuse me while I turn around, 1, 2, 3, 4 more, plus a prairie schooler. So, which I keep separately. It's just how I am. So the ones I have back there, one has Christmas, one's actually called miscellaneous, because there are some designs that don't fit into any specific slot, right? So that is why I'm doing this. I'm not going to say all of them are this full. This is probably the fullest one. Now this, this amount of charts, there are people that don't have this many, and there are some people that have multiples of this. So it's, but to me, it's a lot. For me, it's just a lot. So I think it's going to be difficult around March when market happens, because that's when you start to see all the pretties. And it gets very tempting. So here's my rules for it. I mentioned I'm going to have some rules for myself. I am going to allow myself to buy any kind of floss to finish up a project that's already started. Or maybe if there's a certain special floss that I need for something I'm going to start, I'll get that. And that's okay. I'm going to get, also, it's okay for me to buy finishing supplies like frames or any kind of little things I need for finishing. And that'll encourage me to actually finish some things too. So nothing wrong with that, right? So that's about it. That's, I mean, Stitch from Stash has been around forever. And I tried it in the past and I did pretty good. But I'm going to really stick to it this year. And so let's see if it works. It should, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go on to what I've been working on. And I've done some stitching in the past few weeks. And I worked on Crochet A Go-Go Bee Biscornu. I have never made a biscornu before. Now, of course, I start with one that has a ton of stitching in it. That's the top with the bees, and that's the bottom. This is adorable. I mean, this is really a cute chart, but like I said, it's a ton of stitches. So it goes like that. This is what I've got so far. I don't know what this fabric is, but it's pretty. Everything shows up nicely on it. And those bees are so cute. The bees' wings actually have some back stitching in them. So that'll go on last. Okay. So next, I pulled out my Rainbow Row. It is CW Designs. And that's what it looks like. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done. This is one pattern whip that when I start working on it, I don't want to put it down. And so if I sat here and I just stitched this, I could get it done at some point sooner than if I keep putting it down. But I worked a lot on that yellow house and on the tree portion in front of it. The first page is everything from the green house on to the blue house. And then the second page I'm working on, I started in the middle, is the yellow. So that I did quite a bit. This is the one that's most like, it just reminds me of coloring because there's shading in it. And when you start to look at how pretty that is, and you see why this is a real special pattern. Here's one I haven't worked on in a long time, Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's Frosty Forest. This one's Snowman's Cottage. So I'm working on that. Ugh, there it is. I'm doing this all on one piece of fabric. I eliminated the one square that says Frosty Forest, and that made 9, but since I eliminated it, I'm going to do 8. It'll be 4 and 4. So as you can see, I'm working on that. I got these 2 done already, which are so cute. This is a real pale gray Lugana, and it's 30, I believe this is 36 count. I'm doing all DMC, and I think it's just adorable in the DMC. I haven't worked on that in a long time, and I would love to get that done. I also worked on Strawberry Fields Forever, and that's by Blackbird Designs, and it's so pretty. I know you've seen a lot of people working on this. I have it on this side. And there it is. I did a lot. I did a lot. I got this whole gate done, bird, and I started border here. I'm using all the called for. This fabric is Weeks. It is a linen. is not my favorite fabric in the world because it's very, very sheer. It's very sheer. I mean, you could see my hand moving around. And it's, if there's a such thing as linen-y linen, this is it. It is so uneven, and it's so loosely woven. I am not a tight stitcher, and I'm stitching it in a roller frame, which really does prevent me from pulling my stitches too hard as well. But there's some rows, especially in these stone walls, that I can actually, I mean, it looks like it's pulled. It's very odd. It is, I'm not good. I'm not starting over. I'm gonna just keep working on this as is. Let me go ahead and put that down here. Hope that a cat doesn't come in and knock it over. Okay, what else did I work on? I also, last Saturday was our stitch day with our stitch group, and I took Red Bird Sampler, and it's by Brenda Gervais, and it's so pretty. This is an example of one chart that I did not a total color conversion, but I converted. I'm using all the threads that I have. And so if I had the overdyed floss, I used that. And if not, I went and found something that matched, usually a DMC. And I have to say, it's pretty good. And I know that this fabric, it's Color and Cotton. It's a limited edition 2016. And it's 32 count. So I think that the colors are really, really true to what is used in the actual, what's called for, but they're not. So I'm doing 2/2 on this, and it's so pretty. I just love it. The color is, it's darker in person, and it's not showing up dark at all, but it is darker. So I love it. Got a lot done on Saturday. Okay, that, I believe, sums up the whips for the day. Okay, so I also had a couple of FFOs, and I showed you this one last time, and the chart is God With Us by A New Creation, and that they're on Etsy, and I showed the finished chart to you, but I finished it in a hoop. Let's see. Okay, so here's what I did. I had this little hoop. I think it's a 3-inch hoop. Yeah, it's 3. And I just put it in, and I first wrapped the outer hoop with some ribbon. And I went to Hobby Lobby to look for some ribbon that I thought would look good with it, and I found this, not realizing it's elastic ribbon. I've never worked with elastic ribbon before, but you know what? It was really good for wrapping because it kind of clung to it better. So I just put a little bit of felt onto a piece of cardboard, inserted it in, and then put this hoop on it. Made a little bow out of that same ribbon and made a little backing. Just, they're like little metallic dots. And just a little piece of cording for the hanger. And I did I had bought some little jewels, and I think it's on there really well. I used E6000, but took a toothpick, and I just used it so sparingly. It's a Preciosa jewel, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it's so pretty. So this is a gift. This will be going to my son Matt and his wife Steph. along with the little bird that I also made. So they get 2 ornaments this year, which is a lot of fun. Because as soon as I saw this one, I thought they would really love this. So I think I would stitch one for me. I think I would. So that's my oh, there's another FFO. This is one that I finished earlier this year. I finished stitching it. And I thought, I really want to put this up for Christmas because it's really a favorite of mine. And look. This is Berry Heart by, I'm going to have to look that one up. I'll have to put it below. I think it's UB Designs. And I stitched it on, I think this is 28 count Jobelin in Sandcastle. And you could see the modeling. It is sort of a blush color. And I thought it looked really good with this. So this is, I just love it. So what I did was, because I needed a opening of 12 by 12, which is big for a frame, I asked my husband to go and check our old junky picture frame stock, which I have in the basement, and I see if there's something that's 12 inches. Nothing. So I just went on Amazon. I found this really cheap. It's just a whitewashed wood frame. Very basic. Look at that. But you know what? I think it's great. And I put a ribbon on it to hang it. And it's going to hang on a hook. So there it is. I really enjoyed it. Just put some paper backing on it. And that's that. So very happy with that. And this will be going out very soon because decorating time is here. I went to an event last night with a friend, and it was in a place where I don't usually drive, and it was night. It was dark out. I could not believe all the houses that already have lit up decorations. And it's not even Thanksgiving yet. I mean, I don't think anybody in this crazy subdivision that does crazy decorating. I don't even think anybody in here has theirs up yet, but I saw quite a few. So that's just, and it's okay. I like it. It's nothing wrong with that, right? So, okay. So, I was very excited this month or last month to win a chart. See, when I'm doing my Stitch from Stash, it's okay if I win a chart. Okay. I won Hands-On Design Pumpkin Spice Farm, and I got it from Vicki, and her blog is A Stitcher's Story. She is also on Instagram as Stitching Vicki. So that's exciting. So that's something new. Also, I ordered some fabric. Oh, I know what I said. I have a lot of fabric, but I ordered some plain white Lugana in 32 count, so that I can dye it. I want to do some fabric dyeing. So I thought, well, this is a good thing. I can have some fun with that. And so I ordered that from 123 Stitch. Just plain white, nothing exciting, but hopefully I can make it special. And of course, I also had to get something. I had to get some of these bobbins because I saw them that 123 Stitch had them on sale. They are the cardboard ones. I'm probably the only person that uses these and doesn't like the plastic ones, but I do like to bobbinate, and these are the ones that I like, the cardboard. It's just personal preference. It's not that I just like them better. So, okay. All right. So, last video, I showed this chart that we were going to draw a name to win it. And I have the winner, and it's T. Gardina. T. Gardina, you won this. I might have a way to contact you, so I'll try to do that. But you are the winner. And also, she asked what it looked like stitched up. And this is one of the ones I friends let for last Thanksgiving. And I just haven't seen it in a long time, so it's a great time to show it because Thanksgiving is next week. And there it is. Isn't it cute? So I did stitch this on 20 count Jobelan. And it is not Aida, it is a Jobelan, even weight. I started stitching it 1 over 1, and I didn't like the coverage. I thought it was too sparse, so I went with 2. And it's definitely has like a little tapestry feel. It's like you can feel the, it's kind of has a little bit of a texture to it. And I just had a little frame that I painted black, and it probably needs a little touching up, but right now it's going to be just like it is. But this is what it looks like. It's so cute. I used all, I think, let's see. This has, it has a, this is done in overdyes, but there is a DMC conversion. I used all DMC, and look how cute it came out. See? So, that's what it looks like. Thanks for asking. I have it out already. I've got all my Thanksgiving things out because I'm having Thanksgiving at my house this year. So, all good. All right. So we're going to have a new drawing. And it is going to be for Waxing Moon Designs. And it's called A Christmas Short Stack. So there it is. And so if you want to win this, say the word snow. And you know what the rules are. You have to be 18. Please don't mention giveaway in your comment. Only comment on this video. I will draw a name before the next video, which will be in several weeks. And what else? For US only. Okay, so just say the word snow, and I'll go ahead and I'll draw that name before the next video. Okay. So I've got to tell you about something I did. Okay. So our county, the county I live in, has this Facebook page, and it's just a mishmash of, what's the best restaurant? Who cuts the best hair? What kind of spider is this? What kind of snake is this? Where should I get my car fixed? Things like that. Okay. And somebody, it was about a month ago, asked the question, are there any cross-stitch groups in the county? And I replied, not that I know of, but I've been thinking of starting one. And I'll tell you what, it snowballed from there. So what I did was I started a Facebook group, and I actually went with my sister to the library to check on a room because it's hard to rent a room. It's hard to find some place to stitch with a large group, because what happened was I told people to invite people. I posted on the Georgia Cross Stitchers Facebook group. Hey, if you're in the area, you don't have to live here, but this is where we're going to stitch in this county. So we went to the library, and we were told that, yes, we're eligible to reserve a room for free, but you can only reserve them 60 days in advance. they go fast. And they're one or probably the only place in the county that we can reserve a room for free. Everything else, it's like per hourly charge. So if we want to sit for 3 hours, it would be so much money. So very quickly, we got 31. We have 31 members. I never thought that was going to happen. I thought maybe 8 or 10, 12 at the most. We have 31. So wish me luck, because this Tuesday is the 60-day mark for when I can reserve a room. So I got to get on my computer like at 10 o'clock in the morning and make sure that I do that. And if not, I'm going to have to play it by ear. So if you have any, if any of you run anything like this or have any kind of experience doing this, let me know. Because I think I'm doing okay. I'm trying to keep the group interested while we're waiting. We decided to start after Christmas because right now, I mean, Thanksgiving's next week, and then weekends are all taken up with parties and all kinds of things, and those rooms are probably all gone anyway. So if you have any suggestions on running something like this, let me know. And if you're in the North Georgia area and you want to join in, I will add you to the group. Let me know. So, okay, we'll see what happens with that. I guess I think what happened was I didn't expect it to be so many people. And so now we have to have kind of a big space. Now, are all those people going to show up on any given day? No, but 25 could. And you can't fit everybody into a little tiny room. I mean, so, and we have explored all possibilities. I mean, all, options, like clubhouses for subdivisions, for the most part, those are, there's a charge with those too, and it's just something that we don't want to do. So anyway, that's just, I'll let you know, I'll keep you posted on what's going on with that. I just think it's funny. So funny and different, and what did I get myself into, right? Okay, so plans, I'm just going to keep stitching, keep doing my rotation. I'm working on a couple of Christmas kind of projects right now, like things for gifts, and I'm spending a little bit more time with that. But I'm going to, here's my rotation. It's nothing set in stone. It's whatever I feel like stitching, and I usually devote 3 days to it. And then I put that away, go and look through my stuff. What haven't I worked on in a long time? I'll do that. If I feel like working on it for 4 days or 5, I will. If I get tired of it after 2 days, I will put it away, And that's my rotation. It's nothing really strict. So that's a good way to do it. So, all right. So I think that is it. I can't think of anything else. I don't have anything else written down in my notes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am so grateful that you came to visit me today, and I hope you'll come back in a few weeks, which will be right into that Christmas season. It'll be amazing, I'm sure. Maybe I'll do my Christmas video at that point. Yep. So, that is, I think that's it. So thank you so much, and see you in a few weeks. Bye.